What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mark Howard, and you know what we do. We talk Cowboys here. So appreciate you coming. Appreciate you watching the show. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Definitely want you to like it and share it. Share the video. We're getting around, get some people to see it, and we definitely appreciate the support. Okay, so we're midweek, Wednesday. Team should be back to practicing, preparing for this weekend. If you're not already playing Thursday, Cowboys do play this Sunday at Chicago against the Bears. It's a good time of year to be in Chicago because it's just getting cold. It's not crazy Chicago cold and windy. The Bears are 0-2. We're 1-1. So we got a team that needs to win. We need to win, but you got a team that needs to win. And I know how I feel about teams that are a little bit more, especially when it comes to pros, that team that's in more need of a win, more desperation. I heard someone talking about that before, but it's a theory that I've known when it comes to that. Doesn't mean they got to, but the better team had best come prepared and ready to face a team that's going to be hungry. They have not won a game. We got a new coach here. They want to get them to win the game, just like we were able to get our first-time coach their first win. So, and going into hostile territory. Well, looking here first, I'll start into the injuries, the reports of the injuries. So, Deron Bland, who did not play last game due to an injured foot he got in practice, is listed questionable. It was kind of back and forth about as far as where he was going to be. It's a few weeks. I heard reports it was going to be it was going to be almost a month. But looks like it's week to week, or as they say, day to day. But we could use Deron Bland back for sure in that secondary that got torched. But we won't go back there. Deron Bland is questionable. Hope he's well enough to be able to play. Cavante Turpin, who suffered an injury in the game last Sunday, is listed as questionable as well. I'm not sure which it was, but he suffered an injury there. I noticed later in the game that Jalen Tolbert was running back the kickoffs. He had to step out. He did catch touchdown passes. He's becoming a good part of that receiver core, a little more so than Turpin is, but we need him back. He's a valuable asset. Best kick returner, fastest man in the field, but we want him healthy. Cooper Beebe also suffered an injury late in that game. A little more serious. He has been placed on the IR, which he's going to miss at least 4 weeks. He's got to be out for 4 weeks with a sprained ankle. They're talking more like 6 to 8 weeks with him. So he's just going to injury reserve right now. And then after that, they'll assess him week to week. I'm pretty sure what they'll do. These guys are a little younger. So the healing process is better when you're younger. Body heals there. But we need him back best health possible so there's no risk of further injury. I'm adding this one here. DeMarvion Overshown has been seen, and videos have come out surfacing showing him running hard, making cuts. He suffered ligament damage. Rookie year, did not play the first year after he was drafted. Essentially, last year was his rookie year, first year really playing. And he suffered another ligament damage injury again. That was last December. Looks good. His target date, as he said, was Thanksgiving. That's what he was looking to do and hoping to be at. He's now feeling good, hoping that time would be a little sooner than Thanksgiving. Again, I can wish you hear me on this show, call it back for DeMarvion Overshown, because our linebackers definitely need that upgrade of him in the middle handling things, but we can't risk him getting hurt anymore. So I want him back healthy. I want him back this year, but if I find out it's best for him to sit the whole year to be ready to go for better years down the line, then I'll take that choice, to be honest with you. I'm not calling it. I have nothing that I'm proclaiming that's going to the case. I'm just saying to you how valuable I feel he is, and I want him to have that explosiveness and have that freedom to be as explosive as he has been without fear of injury, re-injuring the knee. So get back, DeMarvion, when you're ready, when it's right, when you can flourish, and when you can stay safe. So we're looking for that. Analyzing here, I'll go through the first part. I want to talk about the Bears offense versus our defense. So looking at the tail, the Bears offense has not been bad, has been great, but it's not that bad. And I would say to you that looking at, so I'm looking through here, uh, checking things out statistically with the Bears, their offense is middle of the road so far. They're not terrible, but they're not hurting the place, you know. And Caleb Williams has done pretty well. He's really focused more on throwing to Rome Odunze, has been his leading target. You have DJ Moore there, not utilizing him as much. But going to Rome Odunze has been a good thing for him. They have flourished there with their offense when they have been able to move. So looking at them and watching teams here, the Bears offense has a total of 656 yards. They're averaging 328 a game out of 2 games. Our defense is giving up about that, about more than that. We're giving up about 400 yards a game average now, especially with that passing game that Russell Wilson had on us going deep. Now, the Bears offense does like to go deep as well. They will send people deep. DJ Moore is still a speedster and can go deep. Roman Dunze is a solid route tree running receiver. And I know that DJ Moore can run the routes as well. But they're going to look to go up the seam on us and go deep and test our safeties. What changes that Coach Eberflus will make, we shall see. He's got to make some adjustments to what they do and the relationship as they scout the Bears and do so. But they'll throw it down the field. Now, I'm not too scared about the running game. DeAndre Swift is their running back. He's been leading them rushing wise, and he's okay. Good back. I have him on a fantasy. I have him on one of my fantasy teams. He is leading them with total 116 yards. That's about 58 yards a game. We keep him around that time. That's about good. Our run defense has gotten better. Ken Clark has changed the run defense for us, along with Osa, Solomon Thomas. But I just see Clark. He knows how to play that run. He knows how to get that. He pushes that lineman in the backfield. So we're good against the run. We're just not getting pressure. We're not getting pressure as it's currently set. Eberflus likes to go with the 4-man front. Doesn't like the blitz. There is times he does blitz. Let's say he never does. He likes to play zone and go with a 4-man rush. Our edges are not getting there. Sam Williams, Marshawn Nealons, Donovan Ezeraku. Donovan Ezeraku is definitely not getting it done there. He's learning. He's going through the learning curve. His technique. He's learning that basically you've got to go to the side of his shoulders. You can't go square up with these linemen. They can handle it. His speed and his ability to bend has not been coming into play because he's going straight into these tackles. So we're not getting the rush that we need. They're getting those quick passes off because our corners are set in a zone. So all the receivers need to do is get to that spot. Linebackers need to cover. Linebackers are asked in a lot of ways to go back and run deep to cover those seams. And the linebackers we got can't keep up with that. That's something that Overshown has the speed to do, has had the speed to do. And I'm saying that hoping that he still has that explosion and burst with his size to be able to cover up the seams. Because he's such an athlete. But the linebackers that we have now are not the athletes that we need. They're not athletic enough. Let me say it that way. Hard when I'm looking at a couple things, trying to trying to talk and do two things at the same time. Looking at what the Cowboys is, I'm looking through the names of our linebackers here. Uh, Leah Fowles, one of the linebackers, Jack Sanborn, Kenneth Murray. They're the ones who are having trouble with the coverage up the seam in the middle in this too deep zone that we run. Eberflus runs. It's personnel, and it's going to be a little problematic with the cover two that he's used to running, and we're not going to put pressure. Now, the times that we do get pressure, as I was saying a little bit earlier, the time that we do get pressure, we change it. There's time pressure that he does go that route. We went that route and got pressure on Russell Wilson, which caused him to throw an errant pass that Donovan Wilson was able to take advantage of. Otherwise, there was a receiver potentially he could have got to on the edge over there on the boundary. Neighbors there that would have hurt us. But anyway, howsoever, we got the dub. We'll keep it moving. But we got to definitely take those fortunes, learn from what our mistakes are, learn from what could have hurt us and caused us to lose, and get better. That's just elementary. I'm not too concerned. I am concerned with the deep ball. I do see Chicago utilizing that. They have the receivers to do so. If we're not going to get the pressure on Caleb Williams, and Caleb Williams definitely has better escapability. He's as good enough of a runner as, say, Jalen Hurts. Big guy, can move, has no problem with running. I honestly do want to see him run, though. I want to see him running more. He'll run trying to pass. I don't think he's at his best with that. But for the most part, I don't have a problem with that. In the pocket, he's not going to stay in there long. That means our secondary is not holding the coverage well, and he's going to be able to get to his receivers. I want to flush him a little bit, get his eyes diverted from downfield, have to readjust, and have our athletes chase him. That's just what I believe. So we got to get that initial pressure and get him to break out of the pocket. That's what the Cowboys are going to have to do. Defensively, we added Jadeveon Clowney. As I said before, Jadeveon Clowney is more of a run stopper. Not too incredibly afraid of the run right now. We've had the personnel. But I believe we're in that situation, having Clowney at times, especially as a different change of pace to the defensive ends that are currently playing for us, he'll bring something to the table. Can't rely on him. He's not a number one. If he was a number one the way he was before, again, he wouldn't have been on the street in game 2 after 2 weeks in the season. He would have been scooped up with a very good contract. But he is very athletic. He definitely can cover and chase down the run, cause havoc in the backfield with the run. He'll likely see a lot of one-on-one. And so there is potential that he would be able to get to the quarterback more often. I can see him making some plays with Caleb Williams, with us flushing him. And if he flushes towards Jadeveon Clowney with his athleticism, I watched Jadeveon Clowney last year, and I forget which team it was, but it was one of our linebackers, one of our linebackers that got an interception, and he chased him down. One of our DBs, as a matter of fact, one of our DBs, he chased him down. And he had a good angle, don't get me wrong, but that angle made it easy. So I'm excited to see that and see what we can do there. We just need this game, of course. We need every game. Let me not make it any special right now. It's week 3. We have Green Bay coming into this next week. We're not looking too far ahead, but that's a tougher team than Chicago and the Giants. So we want to be up 2-1 just in case here. Okay? Get us to 3-1 when we play the next week. But either way, one game at a time, we'll get with the Chicago Bears. I think we're the better team. Got to execute. I'm looking for the coaches to make the adjustments off of where we are weak at. Donovan Wilson is not a deep safety. Down in the box, making plays in there, fine. Covering maybe a tight end and a short crosser, covering through the middle, fine. Blitzing off the edge, coming there, fine. Too deep covering, hell to the no. Understand me? Hell to the no. Wanye Thomas, let's see Wanye Thomas out there. Let's see somebody out there that if they can't come up, but they can cover the two deep, I want that one. I want that. We need that safety back there. Safeties back there. All right, so we'll see what Flus does. He's been in this game a while. He understands where adjustments have to be made. So I'm looking forward to it. Well, folks, tomorrow we'll talk about our offense versus their defense. Cowboys offense against their defense. Any other news, updates, and things like that I can add to it, I will definitely bring to you. Once again, I ask that you please subscribe to the channel. Like the show if you like it. Share it with some friends, some other Cowboy fans, or even some haters. Let them come in there and talk trash. They can try me. We having fun with it, man. We're doing our thing. Hey, we talk Cowboys here. That's it. That's all I got. My name is Mark Howard again. I appreciate you watching. Take care.